Hi guys, this is Sadik from Droidwin.com, and in this video, we'll show you how to root any Android phone via Magisk Kitsune or make a switch from the official Magisk to the Magisk Kitsune. So Kitsune is a Japanese word which I guess means a fox that has some paranormal powers. You may correct me if I am wrong. Anyways, with that said, let's now get back to the main topic. So what exactly is Magisk Kitsune? Well, it's an unofficial fork of the Magisk app. It beholds all the features that the official Magisk app has. For instance, you may patch and flash the stock boot or the initboot IMG file to obtain root. Then you also have the direct install option to upgrade Magisk, and likewise you have the install to inactive slot. But apart from that, it beholds a few additional goodies such as the Magisk Hide, SU List, and the News Digest. And these are the three features for which the app is now being used by many tech enthusiasts across the world. So this Magisk Hide is completely different from the Hide the Magisk app option which you have in the official Magisk app. As of now, there are many banking and payment apps which are not working even after using the Hide the Magisk app feature. So using this Magisk Hide and the SU List feature and the deny list of this Kitsune Magisk, you will now be able to use many banking and payment apps. So the issue is mostly with those apps that are still using the SafetyNet API. So if you know an app which is still on the SafetyNet API and hasn't yet moved over to the Play Integrity API, then you might be facing some issues. One such app is the Microsoft Intune app, which in the past few weeks is giving me quite a lot of issues. So I made a switch from the official Magisk to the Magisk Kitsune, and after that, using the Magisk Hide from this unofficial fork of Magisk, I was able to make the app up and running. And in this video, I'll show you how to do just that. So apart from that, these are all the differences between the official Magisk and the Kitsune Magisk. These are all the technical information. You may go through them if you want. And now the two most important things is how to root via Magisk Kitsune, and if your phone is already obtained root via Magisk, then how to make a switch from the Magisk to Kitsune. I'll show you both this method. First, let me show you how to root the phone via Magisk Kitsune. Before starting with any of these tweaks, please take a backup of all the data on your phone. And now let's get started. So for rooting via Kitsune, the steps are exactly the same as you do so for the official Magisk app. You just have to patch it via the Kitsune app and then flash it via the fastboot command. Still, I'll show you once again. So first and foremost, get hold of Android SDK platform tools from here and extract them onto your PC. Apart from that, you will also have to enable USB debugging and OEM unlocking on your phone. You may do so by going to the settings menu, then about phone, and tap on build number 7 times. Then go to system, developer option, and enable USB debugging and OEM unlocking. From here, once both the toggles have been enabled, you will also have to unlock the bootloader, which is quite obvious. But do note that doing so will wipe off all the data and it might make the warranty null and void as well. If that's well and good, you could refer to a guide and the video and unlock the bootloader using the fastboot flashing unlock command. Once you have done so, you will now have to get hold of the boot IMG or the initboot file depending on the OS version. So if your phone came with Android 12 or older version, then you will have to use the boot IMG such as the Pixel 6 or the Poco F4. On the other hand, if it came with Android 13 or higher version, then you will have to use the initboot file. In that case, for example, the Pixel 8 series, the OnePlus 11 and 12 series, they all use the initboot file. So with that said, make sure to download the same firmware which is currently installed onto your phone. So for instance, you may have a look via the build number. So the build number in my case is AP31240426023, and you have to get hold of the exact same firmware and then extract it onto your PC. Upon extraction, you will get the files. So let me show you that as well, just a minute. So this is the file, the BlueJ file for my phone, and this is the exact same firmware. Extract it and then copy the boot IMG file from there. In case of Xiaomi, you will have to download the fastboot ROM, then extract the fastboot ROM via the 7-zip software. You will get .tgz format. Again extract using 7-zip. You will get .tar format. Again extract using 7-zip, and you will get an images folder. You may then use the images folder and get the job done. Inside the images folder, you will get the boot IMG file. Let me show you. So it should be somewhere here itself. This is the boot file. For Pixel, download the factory image and extract it, and you will get the boot IMG file from here. Copy it. In case of OnePlus, you will have to use the fastboot enhance tool. So use the tool, and in the fastboot enhance, You will now have to get hold of the OnePlus firmware and extract it. Upon extracting, you will get a payload bin file. Transfer the file inside the Fireboot Enhance folder. Now launch the Fireboot Enhance tool. Go to Payload Dumper, click on Browse. Choose the payload bin file, click on Open. It will now load the file inside the Fireboot Enhance folder. Go to Partitions. Checkmark the boot file from here. Checkmark Allow Incremental. Extract image, choose a location, and you will get the file. It will take a few seconds to extract it. Once the extraction is done, you may close the tool, and as you could see, we have got the boot IMG file. So once you have got the boot IMG file, let's now move ahead. So now you will have to transfer the boot IMG file onto your phone. So let me get that job done as well. Just a minute. So I already have the stock boot IMG file. Once that is done, you will now have to install the Magisk Kitsune app on your device. So go to the link, and from here download the latest Magisk app. So this is the stable or the beta version from here, and the Canary version you may download from here. As of now, I am using the Canary version because the Canary version also has the Magisk Hide, SU list, and the News iDisk. So you are free to use any of these features. As of now, I am using the Kitsune Mask, the Canary build. So get hold of the APK file from here and install the app onto your phone. So let me show you that as well. Let's launch the file manager app, and this is the Magisk app Kitsune Mask, and let me install it. It will take a few seconds, and once that is done, let's launch the app. Tap on Open, tap on Allow, and you may hide this notification. It's just saying that this is not the official app. If you want to get hold of the official app, you may go to the Magisk official GitHub page. Simply tap on Hide. Now tap on Install next to Magisk. Select and patch a file, and now you have to choose the stock boot IMG file. So let me choose it and tap on Let's Go. It will now patch the file in the downloads folder. It's been placed, as you could see. So let's now verify the result. So let's go to the downloads folder of our phone, and this is the Magisk patch file. So let me copy the file from here and now transfer the file inside the platform tool folder on your PC. Let's transfer it here. Once that is done, let's rename it to something shorter. Let me rename it to just MP, which stands for Magisk patch, and hit enter. Once that is done, let's now proceed ahead. So now you will have to boot your phone to the fast boot mode. Again, keep in mind that my phone came with Android 11. So all the phone which came with Android 12 or older version, should be using the boot IMG. For the phone which came with Android 13 or higher version, they should use the init boot file, with the exception being the Poco F5. Poco F5 came with Android 13, but still it uses the boot IMG file. Apart from that, I don't know of any other exception, but this is one exception of which I am sure about. So with that said, let's now boot our phone to the fast boot mode. So go to platform tool folders, type in CMD in the address bar and hit enter. This will launch command prompt inside platform tools. Now type in ADB reboot bootloader and hit enter, and your phone will now reboot into fast boot mode. It will take just a few seconds, and now we could proceed ahead and flash the file onto our phone. So you could take two approaches. You could either do the fast boot and the file name, which is mp.img, and obtain one-time temporary root, or you may use the fastboot /boot command and obtain permanent root. As of now, I am rooting my phone permanently. So type in fastboot /boot, file name which is mp.img, and hit enter, and it will now flash the boot img file onto your phone. Once done, type in fastboot reboot, and your phone will now boot to the OS. So you could also use the fastboot boot command, but that will only give you root for one-time usage. Upon a subsequent restart, the root will be gone. But if you use the fastboot flash command, it will permanently patch the boot partition on your phone. And with this, we have obtained root via the kernel via the Magisk file. So as of now, we still have to carry out one more task, which involves installing additional dependency via the Magisk app. So once the phone reboots to the OS, what you have to do is launch the app, which is the Magisk Kitsune app. Launch it, and you will get a prompt. Tap on OK. It will now reboot your phone to the OS automatically within 5 seconds and install the additional dependency. Once the dependency has been installed, your phone will automatically reboot to the OS. And this time around, the root has been established successfully. We have obtained root via the Kitsune app of Magisk, and we will then verify the same as well. It will take just a few more seconds for that to happen. So let's just wait, and then we will proceed ahead with the next step, and then I'll show you how to flash a module using Kitsune app as well. And apart from that, we will show you how to make a switch from the Kitsune to the official, or rather from the official Magisk to the Kitsune app. and likewise how to uninstall the root as well. I will show you that at the end. As of now, let's launch the Kitsune app, and we should now have obtained root. And as you could see, the root has been obtained. The installed version now shows the version number, which is the 27001. It's the latest build. So we have got root. Just for the sake of reference, let me show you via one more method. So let me even access the root checker app for your convenience. Let me show you via that as well. Just give me a second. I'll paste the file there as well, and let's launch the root checker app as well and verify it from there. It will take just a few more seconds. So this is the root checker app. Let me launch it, and as of now we only have the Magisk Kitsu app, and we have obtained root by that app itself. So let me open the app and tap on allow, agree, get started, and verify root. And you will now get a super user request. Tap on grant, and it has now been obtained root. As you could see, it is the icon of the Magisk Kitsune app, and with this we have got root. So guys, these were the steps to obtain root via Magisk Kitsune. Let me now show you how to flash any modules via Magisk Kitsune. So for flashing the modules via Magisk Kitsune, it's just exact same steps as you do so for in the official Magisk app. So simply launch the Kitsune app, then from there go to the module section, tap on install from storage, then choose the module zip file. I might be having any module, so choose it, tap on OK, and it will now be flashed. Once that is done, tap on reboot, and your phone will now reboot to the OS, and the module will then be installed onto your phone, and the reboot will take only a few seconds. So the steps are exactly the same. For flashing the module is the same as the one in the official Magisk app. So after that, I'll now show you how to unroot your phone via the Magisk Kitsune app, and at the very last we will then restart rooting. But this time around I will first root my phone via Magisk official Magisk app, and then I'll show you how to make a move to the Kitsune app. So first and foremost, let me remove the root from my phone, and for that I'll show you how to uninstall or unroot the phone via Magisk Kitsune. But before that, let me show you. Let's go to the module section, and as you could see, the module has been enabled. This module requires Zygisk, so you will have to enable Zygisk as well. That is why it's currently showing as disabled. Simply enable Zygisk from here and do a restart. Upon a restart, it will then be enabled. That's not a cause of concern. So with that said, let me now show you how to unroot your phone via Magisk Kitsune. Again, the steps are exactly the same as you do so for the official Magisk app. Just tap on uninstall Magisk. Before that, go to modules and disable the module, tap on remove, and now go to the home page of the Magisk. Then tap on uninstall Magisk and complete uninstall. It will now remove the root from your phone, and it will also remove the installed app from your phone as well. In case of the official Magisk app, it will only remove the root, but the official Magisk app will stay on your phone. But in case of Magisk Kitsune, once you remove or the root from your phone, it will also automatically remove the app as well, and then your phone will undergo a restart, and upon a restart the root has been removed. So with that, we come to the end of the first half of the video, and now I'll show you how to make a move from the official Magisk app to the Magisk Kitsune. But for that, I'll have to root my phone via the official Magisk app. This will take less than a minute because I already have a patch file. I'll simply use that patch file to get that job done. So just give me a second, and then we will proceed ahead with the next step. So with that said, our phone is now booting to the OS, and with this we would have obtained root via the official Magisk app. So as of now, most of the users out there would be already be having the root via the official Magisk, and they're looking for the steps to make a move to the Magisk Kitsune. So regarding this, there exist two methods from which you could make a move from the official Magisk to the Kitsune. The first one is the direct install, which is the easier and the shorter of the two, and is also the recommended method. The second one is via the Kitsune module. I'll show you both these methods. First off, let me show you the direct install method. You will have to install the Magisk Kitsune app on your phone. So before that, verify that you have obtained root via the official Magisk app. If that's well and good, now install the Magisk Kitsune app on your phone. So let's install the app. It will take just a few seconds, so let's install it. And once that is done, you will then have to launch the app, and as soon as you launch it, you will get a super user request from the official Magisk app. Let me show you. So tap on grant, again tap on grant, and with this the Magisk Kitsune app has been given super user request from the official Magisk app. Once that is done, you will now have to open the official Magisk app now. So open the official Magisk app, then tap on install next to Magisk, choose direct install, tap on let's go, and it will now patch and flash the boot image file. Once done, tap on reboot, and upon a reboot, the official Magisk app will now be gone, and apart from that, you will have now obtained root via the Magisk Kitsune Mask app. So I'll show you that. So let's wait for a few seconds. So what we did was, first and foremost, we installed the Magisk Kitsune app and then gave it the super user request from the official Magisk app. Then we launched the official Magisk app and did a direct install. After a direct install, you have to do a restart of your phone, and upon a restart, the Magisk Kitsune app will now have been installed onto your phone, and it will now have been given the root permission as well. So let me launch the app and show you. So I am now launching the Magisk Kitsune app. So let's launch it and verify the result. And as you could see, the app is now installed onto our phone. Likewise, let's verify the result by the official Magisk app. So in the official Magisk app also we have the root. If you want, you will now remove the official Magisk app and keep the Magisk Kitsune app. So this is the Kitsune app. So I will have to perform one check. Let's see what happens if we uninstall the official Magisk app. So let me uninstall the official Magisk and then verify the result. So this is the first time I am doing this. So let's check what happens. So as of now, we had the root via both the official Magisk as well as the Magisk Kitsune app. And now I have just removed the Magisk app. So I'll have to verify if the Magisk Kitsune app root has also gone or not. So your phone will automatically undergo a restart. And after a restart, we will then verify the result that whether we have to keep the official Magisk app or not. So if the root is gone now from the Kitsune app, then this signifies that we'll have to keep both the Magisk and the Magisk Kitsune app onto our phone. But if the root is still there, then this means that you could remove the official Magisk app once you have obtained root via the Kitsune Magisk. So let's verify the result as well. It will take just a few more seconds for that to happen, and let me now launch the app and check out the result. So let's launch the Kitsune app, and so the root is gone. So this signifies that you will have to keep the official Magisk app onto your phone till the point you want to keep the root via the Kitsune app. So if you, in other words, you should have both the root apps on your phone. If you remove the Magisk app from your phone, then the root will also be gone from the Magisk Kitsune app. So this is one thing which you always have to keep in mind. So with that said, this was the first method through which you could obtain direct root on your phone via the direct install method. Let's now move ahead and show you the second method to get this job done. For that, just give me a minute. I will once again have to root my phone via the official Magisk app, and then I will get back to you shortly. I am now discussing the second method. So in this, you will have to download the Kitsune Magisk APK file from here, the stable or the Canary and debug version. Once you have got the APK file, you will now have to change the extension to zip file. So let's do that as well. So rename the file and then change the extension to zip. Just delete APK and change it to zip and tap OK. You will get a prompt, tap on rename, and with this we are done with the rename, and with this we have made it a module. So we could now flash the module via Magisk. So all you have to do is simply now flash this module as you do so for any other zip file. So let me launch the Magisk app, go to modules, tap on install from storage, and let's now choose the Kitsune Magisk Kitsune. This is the module, tap on OK. This is the same app which we have done the rename as of now, and once the flashing has been done, it will take a few seconds. Just tap on reboot and your phone will now reboot to the OS. After that, we should now have obtained root via the Magisk Kitsune app. The Kitsune app might also ask to install additional dependency. That's completely normal. So let's just wait for the time frame, and then we will proceed ahead and verify the result as well, which will take just a few seconds. So let's just wait and then we will verify the result. And this process is also easier, but it involves doing a renaming of the APK file, whereas the direct install does not require anything as such. You could simply launch it and do a direct install. Anyways, with that said, Let's now launch the Kitsune app and verify the results. So if the app is not there, simply you should now have to install the APK file manually as well. It's completely normal. So let's install the app. So I'll now have to transfer the or simply rename the zip file back to the APK file. So let me rename it to APK, and just a minute, tap on OK, rename, and let me now install the app. It will take just a few seconds. You might get an update option instead of install, because in the backend the file has been installed. It's in the front end only that we have to install the files. So let's just wait for a few seconds, and then we will check out the result as well. So the app is now being installed, which will take a few more seconds. So let's now launch the app. The Magisk Kitsune app is now launched, and as you could see, we have now obtained root, and the root has been obtained successfully. You could verify the same via the super user root checker app as well. So let me tap on verify root, and let's tap on grant, and as you could see, we now have obtained root via the Magisk Kitsune app. And apart from that, you cannot remove, as of now, as you could see, it's now getting the super user request from the official Magisk app. This official Magisk app is asking for super user request from the Magisk Kitsune app. So as of now, when I launch the Magisk app, it asks for the super user request, and that request came from the official, or rather the unofficial Magisk Kitsune app. And now I am seeing one pattern. So in the second method, which we did right now, you could see that now I obtained root via the Magisk Kitsune, but the official Magisk app is no longer rooted. So my phone is no longer rooted via the official Magisk app. So one thing which I could draw a conclusion is that if you use the first method, the direct install, and in this method, if you uninstall the official Magisk app, then the root will be gone from the Kitsune app as well. But if you go with the second method, and if you carry out the second method, then while you have obtained root via the unofficial Magisk Kitsune app, the official Magisk app is now no longer rooted, but still you have obtained root. So you may now remove the Magisk app as well. Let me do that and verify the result. Let me remove the official Magisk app, and even then I have obtained root. So if you want to, so in the first method, you are dependent on both the apps. You cannot uninstall or remove the official Magisk app. You will have to keep the official Magisk app for the Kitsune app to have rooted. Whereas in the second method, as you could see, we could easily uninstall and remove the official Magisk app, but we still have the root via the Magisk Kitsune. So this is the observation as of now. This might change in the near future with the newer build, and I will do an update then and there. But for now, this is how things work. So guys, just to round off, so first and foremost, when it comes to rooting via the Magisk Kitsune is exactly the same as you do so via the official Magisk app. Simply patch the boot or the init boot file, then flash via fastboot command, and with this you will have obtained root. Then when it comes to making a switch from the Magisk to Kitsune, there are two methods: direct install and the Kitsune module. So when we talk about the direct install, then first and foremost you will have to root your phone via the official Magisk. That's quite obvious. Then install the Magisk Kitsune app on your phone. Once you have installed the app, then you will have to launch it, and you will get a super user request. This request will come from the official Magisk app. So tap on grant, and once that is done, you will now have to launch the official Magisk app and do a direct install. Upon a direct install, your phone will then reboot to the OS. Then upon a reboot to the OS, you will then have obtained root, and the Magisk Kitsune app will have obtained root as well. But keep in mind that you will have to keep the official Magisk app on your phone as well. If you uninstall the official Magisk app, then the root will be gone from the Kitsune app as well. Whereas if you talk about the Kitsune module, in this case you have to rename the APK file to the zip file, then flash the module via the official Magisk app, then do a reboot. Upon a reboot, you will phone have then obtain root via the Magisk Kitsune app, and then you may remove the official Magisk app, but your phone will still be rooted via the Kitsune app. So in the second method, the Kitsune app is not dependent on the official Magisk app as of now. If there is any change in this observation, I will make the update in the video description and the pinned comments. So do keep a check on that as well. As of now, this is what the initial observation is all about. And regarding if you talk about the flashing is also the same as you do so in the official Magisk app. Simply go to modules, tap on install from storage, choose the module and then hit reboot. Then if you want to unroot your phone via Magisk Kitsuno, again tap on uninstall Magisk and complete uninstall. Your phone will undergo a restart and then the root will be removed. So guys, on that note, I round up this video. Again, I'm repeating, it's the initial observation video. There might be some changes with regard to the fact that in the first case, in the direct install, the Kitsune app seems to be dependent on the official Magisk app, whereas in the second method, the Kitsune app seems to be independent on the official Magisk app, as you have seen in my video. Still, if there is any change in this method, I'll update it via the description or in the comment section, or I might even upload a new video. But as of now, this is how things stand. And if you still have any queries, do let me know in the comment section, and thanks a lot for watching.